No, we had a couple breakdowns, and we'll be better next game.
Obviously, you guys have been able to rally from any loss you guys have had this year. I guess what's it going to take to come back and get after in game 2 on Wednesday?
I mean, just get settled in, you know. Yeah, we had breakdowns tonight, but they also shot the shit out of the ball. You know, they were hot. They came out hot. They came out on fire. But you know, it's a game of adjustments. We'll make adjustments. See what we need to get better at. But yeah, again, the same as last series. One, they don't get any extra points for going up big tonight. We'll be ready for game 2.
Sorry.
What do you think it is about you guys as a team that you guys were able to bounce back from those couple of big losses in the Boston series like you guys did that maybe you kind of rely on now?
Like he said, it doesn't matter. Like, if we lose about 7 or 70, it doesn't really matter. They won one game, and we lost one game. Like he said, we're going to make some adjustments, and we'll be ready for game 2. Like, they're not going to, game 1 doesn't carry over to game 2, and we'll be ready to play.
What do you guys do? Not just that, but is it just an energy thing that you guys would do to kind of carry over the game to make it better than what you guys have tonight?
More just just physicality. We brought that in last series. We got to bring that to this series, and we'll see where that goes going forward.
What took you, Tyrese, kind of so long to get yourself going? Kind of asking for the second quarter.
I think I shot once in the first quarter, and I don't think it was a real shot. The ball came out of my hand, so I'm just trying to read, figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. I'm an aggressive basketball player, so we'll figure it out and we'll see. I get a chance to go back and watch it and see how they were guarding us and guarding pick and rolls and guarding me in general and all of us as a team, and I'm not too worried about it.
Well, you guys, I know you never want to use fatigue as an excuse or anything like that, but if you honestly look at it with the schedule you've had over the last couple of days, did it come into play maybe tonight?
I mean, I won't use that as an excuse. But emotional roller coaster, you go from a game 7 and one day off, and then you're right back into another matchup. So I think there was some carryover of us, trying to get up and get prepared for this next matchup. But we should have came out and did a better job. I won't use that as an excuse.
Obviously, Brunson is such an elite scorer. I guess what can you maybe do better heading into game 2 in terms of like adjustments and things like that with him?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to tote the line of being aggressive, keeping him in front, and being physical without fouling. I think it's tricky with how he can draw fouls, but we just got to be smart with how we challenge him defensively.
Just you mentioned the shots tonight. Just obviously they put up a ton of points in that Game 6 closeout win over Atlanta, but were there even aspects of their offense that when you're actually playing against it and like seeing it up close and experiencing it, you're like, okay, yeah, these are things that are really humming for them right now, and this is kind of what we need to focus on stopping moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, from their side, I thought the ball was hopping, and I thought, that carried into them making shots. I thought it was just more of a momentum thing once, they were moving it, and they definitely had a pep in their step. And I think that's, really gave them confidence on the offensive end to make shots.
Yeah, we good?
Thank you.
We've got plenty more post-game coverage. Phenomenal night. They have won 4 straight games by 15 points or more, becoming just the 6th team in NBA playoff history to do this. And this record is 5 straight by the Lakers. It was held over 40 years ago. Let's get to Kat. He's at the podium.
Kat, offensively, the percentages for you guys were out of this world, but even more than that, it just feels like you guys are going from one action to the next seamlessly. You guys know where each other is going to be. What's been like the development, and from your vantage point with this offense, to get to a point where you guys are all in sync and the shots are how they are and the ball movement is the way it is?
I just think we're doing a good job of executing what we want to do, and with better understanding of the new system and everything. You know, we just doing a great job of cutting and bringing energy to our cuts and putting ourselves in position that we could succeed at.
Hi, Kat. I asked Joel earlier, and he said he hopes the Sixers fans will not sell their tickets to the Knicks fans. But according to the tick pick, the data said there's already like 56% of the tickets for Game 3 were purchased by the people from New York and Jersey. What kind of message you want to share to the Knicks fans, and how do you think that can influence the game?
Like I said before, I think we got the best fans in the world, and they show so much love to us and give us such energy no matter where we play. So, you know, we just got to continue for us to do our job, you know, be the best version of ourselves when we step on that court, and so we could give our fans something to cheer for.
Carl over here. Last 4 games, you guys have outscored your opponents by 135 points total. That's the largest point differential in any 4-game span in NBA playoff history. What does that say about where you guys are right now, the ways in which that on both ends of the floor this team has come together?
We're playing well, but it doesn't mean anything if, you know, we can't find a way to get 3 more wins. So we just got to stick to the task at hand. You know, what you said is the last 4 games. The key word is last. It doesn't have anything to do with the next 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, we got to stay locked in and be disciplined and execute at a high level.
You know, what do you? I know you're only looking forward, but what do you think has changed from, I guess, the middle of that Atlanta series to those last 4 games with that historic differential?
We just done a better job as a team executing, and you know, obviously we changed a little bit things up, and it's been very good for us.
Yeah, you had 6 assists tonight, only 20 minutes. I mean, obviously, you had the 2 triple-doubles in the Atlanta series. What are you finding enjoyable about the way you're being used now and the way that you've been facilitating things?
I just love that I get to get my teammates involved, and I give it to the chance to quarterback the offense and give them, you know, put them in positions I feel they could succeed, and they've obliged. Like I said before, you know, they're trusting me more with the ball right now, and I just want to continue to repay their trust with the right plays and making the right decisions.
Kat, last couple of games has been you guys winning by 16, 29, 51, and now 39. Just in terms of the trajectory of the season, do you feel like you guys have kind of saved your best basketball for now?
I would hope so. That's the hope. You know, you hope that at this time you're the best version of ourselves, and you know, for all the guys who've been covering us all year, I've always talked about that, getting better 1% every single day, and at the end we need to be proud and happy of the result we bring in the playoffs. And I think right now we're you know, seeing a culmination of the trials and tribulations we went through in the season to be at this point.
Carl, congrats on the win. I wanted to ask you about just your collaboration with OG and Anunoby. You guys had a long talk in the third, and was wondering how important it is to have teammates, especially we talk about with Jalen too, that you can work things out with. And like you say, it's just a small percentage that we see, but to see those wrinkles kind of get ironed out in real time is fascinating. I was wondering what it's like to be part of those conversations and what it's like working with OG like that.
I mean, it's special. I think anyone who knows I'm very close with OG. I love OG, but I love all of our guys, you know. And for us to be executing at this level speaks to the unity our team has right now, and the sacrifice being made by all of us for the greater good of the team. And you see it even in a game like certain games in Atlanta. It was just a total team effort, and I think tonight as well was a total team effort. Everyone came to execute our game plan, and I thought we did a great job of doing our best to execute it. Yeah.
All right, 8 teams remain in the playoffs. 2 series to open on Thursday. Did you guys see it shaping up like this?
I know. Few teams I thought would still be in it.
I know.
Few teams.
Oh, you're not entertained? Because we are. Okay, so 2 series.